Have you ever felt like no matter what you do, people just can't seem to stop throwing shade your way? Like the more you shine, the more it bothers them? If you've ever wondered why some folks seem to dislike you for just being yourself, you're not alone. Trust me, this is a conversation you don't want to miss. Let's get into it. Reason 1. You're always happy. It's both a gift and a task to be happy all the time. Joy isn't just a feeling for people who are always positive. It's a state of mind and a choice to find the good in even the worst situations. But not everyone agrees with or understands this way of living. When someone is always happy, it can be both inspiring and unsettling for those around them. They may feel anything from respect to jealousy and even anger. A lot of people don't understand how someone can stay happy when bad things happen. For them, happiness is conditional, meaning it depends on things going well, goals being met, or troubles not happening. Seeing someone who seems happy no matter what is going on in their life can make someone doubt their own mental strength. People who feel this conflict are often suspicious. They might think that the other person is lying or being too idealistic. They might think, no one can be that happy all the time, as if happiness had to always have a catch. There is a lot of jealousy going on in this situation. People may see what they feel they're missing in their own lives in your happiness. When someone is having a hard time and sees you happy, it can make them feel like their own problems are getting worse. This doesn't always show what kind of person they are. It more often shows how insecure they are. They might feel bad about themselves or angry that they can't reach the same level of mental stability. People may also think that your happiness is caused by outside things instead of realizing that it is a choice you make. They might think your life is easier, you have fewer tasks, or you have more money than they do. They might think, of course they're happy. They don't have my problems. These kinds of assumptions can make people not value the hard work and planning that go into keeping a positive attitude. Self-discipline, gratitude, and a deep knowledge of one's values are often more important than luck or circumstance when it comes to being happy, especially during hard times. Sometimes people might mistake your happiness for pride or lack of understanding. Some people might think that the fact that you don't focus on the bad things in life means you don't care about their problems or the problems of the world. But choosing happiness doesn't mean avoiding problems. It means being brave and hopeful when you face them. Some people who have a more negative view of life may not always see this difference. Getting through these opinions takes grace and knowing yourself. Being aware that your happiness may make other people feel bad is important, but that doesn't mean you should dim your light. Instead, use your happiness to encourage and lift others. Show other people that happiness isn't having no problems, but having strength, thanks, and faith in what life can offer. Your constant happiness shows how strong and positive you are. Some people might find it hard to understand, but a lot of people will be pulled to it, looking for the same balance and peace you found. Being true to yourself makes you a live example of how positivity can change things. Reason 2. You have a natural glow. It's not just about how you look. Having a natural glow is an aura of energy and vigor that people can see and feel. Most of the time, this kind of glow comes from inside you and shows in how you treat yourself, your attitude, and the way you act in the world. That glow is a sign of health, happiness, and being real. Many people appreciate it, but some may feel uncomfortable or even angry about it because it makes them realize something they don't have in their own lives. You don't get your glow from makeup or other external accessories. It comes from living a life that is in line with your morals and well-being. It comes from taking care of your body by feeding it healthy foods and giving it rest and regular exercise. When you treat your body like the temple it is, it gives off energy. Taking care of your mental and emotional health is also what gives you a glow. Mindfulness, gratitude, and self-love are all techniques that raise your vibrational energy, and other people can feel it. It's not just what you do, though. It's also about who you are. Being true to yourself and accepting who you are makes your inner light shine brighter. When people are living in line with who they really are, they flow through life. They give off an air of confidence, happiness, and purpose that makes people want to be around them. You can't fake or make this glow. It comes from living an honest and purposeful life. However, not everyone will be happy with your brightness. Some might look up to it and be inspired by it, while others might feel threatened or hungry for it. This anger often comes from comparisons. If someone sees your glow, it might make them think of places in their own lives where they feel empty or absent. They might not see your glow as a result of your choices and hard work. Instead, they might see it as an unfair benefit or something they can't reach. Some people might even cast their own insecurities onto you and think your glow is fake or not deserved. They might blame genetics, wealth, or luck, but they don't see how hard it is to live a healthy, balanced, and real life. Most of the time, these judgments are more about their own problems than about what you're doing. To get through this, you need to be kind and sure of yourself. Know that your glow isn't meant to make other people look bad. It's meant to show how beautiful and capable we all are. When someone is angry or negative, try to react with understanding instead of anger back. People can follow your light and see what's possible when you put self-care and being yourself first. Your natural glow is a gift to everyone, not just you. To remember you that real beauty and joy come from inside, and that living in balance with your mind, body, and spirit has a big impact. People are inspired to find their own inner glow when you stay true to yourself and shine without shame. Reason 3. You don't need them. Being extremely independent is a good trait, but it can make it harder to get along with other people. When a lot of people find comfort and closeness in depending on others, your independence may stand out in ways that make other people feel bad. You can live your life on your own terms when you're independent, but people who need to be wanted may not like it. Being independent shows that you are sure of yourself and can handle life's problems without always needing help from other people. You've learned to believe in yourself, make smart choices, and bounce back from failures. Even though this strength gives you power, it can change the way many relationships normally work. People often stick together because they count on each other. It gives them a sense of purpose and connection. People may wonder what their role is in your life when you don't seem to need them personally, financially, or in any other way. For some, being independent might feel like being turned down. They might think that your independence means you don't care about them or don't want to let them in. Being independent doesn't mean you don't value relationships. It just means they aren't what keep you alive or make you happy. But this point of view can be hard for some people to grasp, especially if their sense of self-worth depends on feeling wanted or important. People may sometimes project their own fears onto you. They might think you're cocky for being independent because you think you're too good to need help or company. Others might see your independence as disinterest, thinking that your ability to be alone means you don't want to connect with others. Both of these assumptions are wrong, but they come from a basic misunderstanding of what it means to be independent. Being independent doesn't mean you can't make real connections with other people. In fact, it makes your relationships better because you interact with others because you want to, not because you have to. You're not in someone's life because you need them to make you whole. You're there because you enjoy having them around. This makes things better and more balanced, but some people may need some time to get used to this point of view. To get through these problems, you need to be patient and communicate clearly. Reassure the people you care about that your freedom doesn't get in the way of connecting with them. Tell them that you want them in your life, but you don't need them to live. This difference can help other people see that your independence isn't a rejection of them, but rather a sign of how strong you are. Your freedom shows how much you've grown, learned, and improved your ability to do well. It might change the way relationships usually work, but it also makes room for deeper, more real bonds. You can show others that freedom and connection aren't opposites by being true to yourself and dealing with misunderstandings with kindness. Instead, they can live together peacefully and build relationships based on trust, respect, and real happiness. Reason 4. You're a hustler. Being a hustler, someone who works hard to reach their goals, makes you stand out in a world where having goals can be bad. It's amazing how you can make things happen no matter what. You're clever, determined, and won't give up on your goal of success. But your constant drive can make relationships at work and at home tense, especially with people who are afraid of you or jealous of how much you get done. If you have the hustler mindset, you're always moving and working to make your ideas come true. Your energy and drive are clear. Whether you're building a business, moving up the corporate ladder, or juggling several projects at once. People notice how you can take advantage of chances and deal with problems. This can make people admire you, but it can also make people who can't keep up with your speed or level of success feel inadequate or envious. In relationships, your busyness can cause a rift without meaning to. Some people might see your drive as a constant reminder of how bad they are or how little desire they have. They may feel like they're falling behind and can't keep up with your progress, or make a real difference in your progress. This dynamic can make it hard to make deep connections with people who feel like your successes put them in the background. Some people might think that your focus and productivity mean you aren't interested in personal connections. It's easy for people to think that you put success ahead of socializing when you're always working towards your goals. Even though this isn't always true, friends and family may pull away from you because they think they don't belong in your busy life. People who compare their lives to yours can also make you feel jealous. When you're able to do things that other people think are impossible, it can make them angry. Some people might not recognize how hard you've worked and say that your success is due to luck or fortune instead of the sacrifices and hard work that led to your successes. This kind of envy can hurt your relationships, making it hard to keep close friends or family with people who can't truly celebrate your wins. Even with these problems, your work also brings you like-minded people who admire your drive and energy. People who are also driven know how important it is to have support, work together, or be friends with people who motivate and excite you. These kinds of relationships are usually based on mutual respect and common goals. This makes for a sense of community and understanding that goes beyond the problems that come up because of each other's fears. To keep your balance, it's important to stay steady and easy to talk to. Your drive is great, but letting people see you are vulnerable and putting relationships first can help you connect with people who feel alone. Celebrating your wins with friends and family and showing that you're genuinely interested in their lives can help you stay close. Being a hustler means you're ready for the difficulties and the rewards that come with having goals. Your drive and creativity are strengths that can help you do amazing things, but they also mean you need to be careful in your relationships. Being a hustler can be hard, but you can keep the people who mean most to you by staying true to yourself and learning to understand and care about others. Reason 5. You're comfortable in your own skin. It's rare and admirable to be happy with how you look and feel. It means you love what makes you different, stand firm in your truth, and live your life in an honest way. This kind of confidence doesn't require perfection. It comes from accepting yourself, knowing who you are deeply, and not wanting to fit in with what other people think you should be like. Often, people will admire and respect you for being honest, but it can also push people around you in negative ways. Confidence shines People can tell when you're comfortable with yourself. In the way you carry yourself, talk to other people, and deal with problems, they can tell. Some people find your confidence motivating and want to find their own sense of who they are and accept their flaws. For others, though, seeing how comfortable you are with yourself may bring out their own fears and make them feel exposed or not good enough. When people are feeling insecure, they often put their problems on other people. If someone sees you thriving and being yourself, they might see it as a danger or a chance to beat you. This can lead to unfair criticism, where people try to make you feel less confident by finding flaws or asking you questions about your decisions. In most cases, these criticisms are not about you. Instead, they show how uncomfortable other people are with their own ongoing self-doubt. People will also copy you if they think you are real. When someone is having trouble figuring out who they are, they might try to be like you because they think that will help them feel as confident as you do. Imitation can be nice, but it can also feel fake and dishonest. Being with someone who acts in this way could cause problems over time because you know they are not being honest. Jealousy can also show up in small ways. Some people might not like how easy it is for you to get around in the world because they think your confidence came naturally. They might see how stable you are and be jealous of your ability to stay true to yourself. Envy can make relationships difficult because some people would rather stay away from others than face their feelings of not being good enough. Being happy with how you look and feel is a great gift, even with these problems. Being honest with people around you can have a good effect on them by showing them that they can live without worrying about being judged. By showing others how to accept themselves, you start a chain reaction that makes other people want to start their own journeys of self-discovery. To stay balanced, it's important to be kind to people who are having trouble figuring out who they are. Keep in mind that everyone is at a different level of accepting themselves, and how they respond to your confidence is often based on their own pain. By showing understanding and support, you can help close the gap, turning criticism or jealousy into a chance to grow. Reason 6. You're wise. Being happy in your own skin shows how much work you've put into getting to know and love yourself. It can push people to do better, but it can also motivate and lift them up. You can handle the challenges of confidence with grace and honesty if you stay true to yourself and are kind to those around you. Wisdom is a rare and valuable gift that usually comes from having lived a lot of life, thinking deeply about yourself, and having a deep understanding of how people live. Knowing everything there is to know about something doesn't make you smart. Being wise means being able to ask the right questions, look past the obvious, and see the bigger picture. If you're naturally wise, your old soul quality can make you stand out, making some people admire you and others feel uncomfortable. How it makes people feel about themselves is one of the hard things about being wise. When you know a lot about life, people, or how to make decisions, it can make other people feel less confident or skilled in areas that you know a lot about. Others may be defensive because they see your knowledge as a threat to their own sense of self-worth, while others may respect and want to hear your point of view. People who want to be in charge might find your advice especially difficult. Being wise often makes things clear, which makes it harder for people to trick or control you. People who like to dominate or take advantage of others may not get along with you if you have this trait. In relationships, for instance, people who want to be in charge might see your ability to see things clearly as something that gets in the way of their plans. When people know you can see through their lies or attempts to trick you, they may feel exposed, which can lead to conflict or attempts to make you doubt yourself. Wisdom can also make relationships less balanced, especially when other people expect a more equal level of knowledge. People who don't think they can handle similar tasks might feel intimidated by your natural ability to handle difficult situations or guess what will happen. This could make other people feel like they're not good enough, which could lead to stress or anger, even if you don't mean to. Being misunderstood is another problem that smart people have to deal with. People who want simpler, faster answers might sometimes think that your ideas are too intellectual or that you are overthinking them. People who are wise often think about the bigger picture or the long-term effects of a situation, which can go against the way other people think, who are more likely to act on impulse or think only about the short term. That being said, your wisdom is also a source of power and a link. People who want to grow and learn more about themselves often look to your advice and point of view. People around you can benefit greatly from the help you give them, especially if it is based on your own experience and knowledge. Sharing your knowledge with kindness and respect can help people trust you and feel more comfortable on their own learning and self-discovery paths. Being wise comes with a lot of challenges, so it's important to stay kind to people who may feel scared or unsafe. Being wise isn't about showing off your knowledge. It's about using what you know to help and inspire other people. Be patient with people who find it hard to understand what you're saying, and keep in mind that not everyone is ready or willing to face their own weaknesses. Being smart is a great quality, but it's not always easy to maintain. You can make important connections while dealing with the occasional misunderstandings that come up because of your unique point of view if you balance your gift with humility, empathy, and self-awareness. And there you have it, the 6 powerful reasons why being chosen often comes with its fair share of hate. But remember, the negativity you face is a reflection of your impact, not your worth. Stay true to who you are, keep shining, and let your light inspire others. If this message resonated with you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to your Divine Sync. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future wisdom and encouragement. Until next time, keep rising, keep thriving, and always remember, you're chosen for a reason. See you soon.